Yo, we're back. Woohoo! Yay! Welcome. Woohoo! So excited. Opening up my stream chat. Popping this chat out so I can see it in the corner of my eye. And making this window on the side off camera a little smaller so I can also see that. Okay, looking good. Okay, sweet. Oh, gotta turn on the lights. Lights. Camera. Phase in. Hello. Lights, camera, different water. An action. Alright. Yo, Rana, welcome, man. A bit early? Was I? No. Oh, you know why? You know why? Because where do you live? Which country? Because in America we just went to daylight saving time, so the hours changed by, yeah, that's why. So there's a time difference now, or like the hours moved in America, it moved back 1 hour. So now it's yeah, different time. Oh, now it's 4 a.m. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. Oh, it's so early. Man. Are you still awake or are you really up early? That's what I want to know. So he's still awake. So it's like the super night for you. Oh man. And just had some coffee. Oh man, what? Do you I don't even want to know. I don't want to know what your sleep schedule is. No, I do. What's your sleep schedule? I don't know how you do it. Yeah, the other guy, Beatty, he was saying that he can sleep 1 hour a night for some weeks, which is just, I find amazing. I can't even imagine. I'm thinking about I'll mention it now. I'm thinking about streaming in the morning. Or changing the schedule around. I used to study a lot during school days, so I got used to it. Yeah, school just totally threw your sleep schedule completely out the window. But I'm thinking about streaming. I was thinking of streaming in the morning and then streaming in the night. Maybe mixing the times, maybe like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. I find it, that might be interesting. Because I find streaming at this time for me, it's kind of hard. Because it's the end of the day. And it's such a like heavy thing. And usually throughout the day, I'm using my brain. And then we get here, and I'm usually like out of brain. So I think it might be easier if I'm like streaming in the morning, because then I'm like first thing, and I'll have more brain. And then in the evening, it could just be sort of like more relaxed. But in the morning, it could be more like learning, doing work. And then evening could be more relaxed, still like doing media stuff, but not so hardcore learning about it, you know? That's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking about that now. Might try that out maybe in a week or so. There's another thing. Capturing, yep, yeah. That's so funny that you brought this up because I was literally just about to mention Unreal. I was just about to talk about this. So this, yeah, this is interesting. But there's another thing. But let's talk about this real quick. So this, it's okay. They only charge on people making over 1 million for specifically like the way that I use it and I want to use it is for using it for film. What is it? Where's the section about it? No, Epic is good. Makes sense. They were make there's like a whole group of people, a whole group of professionals, like professional studios making tons of money that just got to use their thing for free, which doesn't make sense. And that's what this is about. But I'm trying to see in here where it says the part about for creators. Yeah, so this part, these prices will only apply to companies generating over $1 million in annual gross revenue. With these updates, oh, is that for reality capture? I think it's the same though, right? Yeah. No, this part. So, starting with the release of Reality Capture 1.4 and Unreal Engine 5.4, we're introducing a new Unreal subscription, which includes Unreal Engine and these for $1,800 per seat per year. This offering is for creators of non-game products, which is probably where I'm trying to get to. And graphics for broadcast. That's another interesting part I'm going to talk about later in a sec. Who make more than $1 million, which I don't. Not yet. You can find out more details. And then the part is that it's also going to be, it's free, isn't it? For if it's also for students or educators, which is what I believe I'll probably be able to qualify for. More than $1 million. If you're only making more than $1 million. Yeah, I don't know. This makes sense. It makes sense, and then it's also like doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't like apply to us. It applies. I guess the only way it really sucks is if you make like exactly $1 million as a company and you have like 10 employees. Then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that sucks. But if you have like, if you're a massive company, this doesn't. This is just like a hole that they're patching, which was that huge companies could use this industry standard software for free. Meshroom. What's Meshroom? And it was slow and the results didn't look that good. The 5% revenue thing was an 5%. Yeah, that makes sense as well. That's basically like an FU to, I mean, not a FU. Well, it's not an FU. It's a statement to Apple saying like this is what makes sense. The photogrammetry. Yeah, the thing, have you seen yeah, this is nice. This is nice, but have you seen the like the iPhone apps? What's the one? I played around with it's just you just need what is it? LiDAR? Which one is that? Cam tracker? That's not cam tracker. Is it? No, no, no. No, that's something else. Polycam. Yep. Cam tracker is something else actually. That's interesting. That actually applies to Davinci Resolve and might actually be part of the workflow that we cover. So that was a subconscious thing. But what is it? Polycam. Yeah, Polycam. This. I played around with this one. Yeah. I mean, dude, have you seen the AI generating? Ah, we can play with that. Let me try and dig through my I saw a video on YouTube about this. But before we do this, wait, I want to mention that another interesting thing is it's likely coming out in a week. 5.4 in late April. I thought I saw that. Wait. When is Unreal Engine 5.4? Oh, late April. Oh, oh. I looked at this earlier. I thought it was coming out next week. Oh. This morning, I saw that you could like basically take the alpha version from GitHub and run it. And I got started on that and then I stopped because I don't want to reinstall like 1,000 repositories and like dependencies and architectures to my computer to get the alpha version that's just going to crash anyways. Yeah, because that's how you do it. I mean, you have to like install GitHub and then you download. I don't want to reinstall Python and VS Code and download the repository and then like the 20 dependencies. It's too much. And I think that messes with my computer. So I'm just going to wait until they come out with the proper release. But when that happens, I am going to be going straight to Unreal Engine because I am looking forward to their motion graphics. Project Avalanche comes out. I have it here. I mean, we could hop in here sometime. Oh yeah, I saw this. Oh wait, no, I didn't see this. What? Oh, this is so nuts. Oh my god. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how they're getting such quality. Absolutely bonkers. Bonkers. Looks so good. Yeah, imagine CS in VR. Well, just playing like this would be wild. But yeah, the Project Avalanche or the motion graphics, Unreal Engine motion graphics. That's the one, man. I'm gonna be jumping all over that. Not wait for that. That's where I'm headed. But what is it? I want to see if I can find this video about what was it? Oh wait, no, this is I watched this today, didn't I? I was watching this earlier.
Orientation forces, so
And he just talks about like the different effectors that you can add. You can do cloning pretty easily. Oh, this looks actually, yeah, this is Windbush. This is 4 months old though. Maybe you got it early. Yeah, this is crazy. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this. You think? Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. Ah, what are you gonna do? I mean, but it's I don't know. I am totally on board with Unreal Engine. I think what they're doing is amazing. I think uh it just really is the like the future of virtual reality is going to be built on with Unreal Engine, and the software is basically free. It's not just eating market share though. But what they do is a lot different, where it can like it just enables virtual reality. Like no other part of the market was able to offer that. Unity, yeah, I don't actually. I heard that Unity was struggling. They were making some decisions that weren't being well received by the whole market, um, but I don't really know enough to comment on like or even dig into what's going on with them. I all I know is that Unreal Engine, I love it. That's all I'm saying. They were gonna charge the devs for every time you install a game. That's right. That's right. I heard about that. I heard, yeah, it was like on a podcast. Somebody explained it real quick. I didn't get all the details, but yeah. Oh, really? Well, they're listed on the market. That's the thing. That's a little different. Unreal Engine is a private company, right? Yeah. Which what I've heard is that sometimes going public, it can like cause the decision making to get a little skewed in certain directions that people could say is getting away from the original mission statement. I've heard it say a huge part is owned by Tencent. Really, really, really. I'd be really bummed if Unreal Engine had like went to like a yearly subscription model, that would suck. What they just implemented is, I have no problem with it. But I don't know. I don't think they could do really anything that would make me not be on board at the moment. Hopefully, I'll knock on wood on that, but I really like what they're doing. They're in North Carolina, Epic Games. Oh yeah, wow. 40%. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god, that's a lot. Tencent. Oh man. Tencent is enormous. Does it say how much they're down? What are these numbers? Oh, this is 2022 though. This is super not up to date. What can I gather from this? I don't know. I'm not really seeing any takeaway stuff. Conglomerate. So far, Epic hasn't tried to self-destruct themselves like Unity. I know, please, please just keep going. Keep going, Epic. The thing that's a little scary is that basically on the last, what's it called? The Unreal keynotes that they do, like yearly, or even what is it? Every half a year or so? Or yearly? They had the he brought up the thing about payments and they were like, we have to start charging somebody money because it's a lot of money to have people building this thing. That was a little scary. A little bit. They have Unreal, Quixel Mixer, Bridge, Reality Capture. Yeah, GDC, that's it. No, it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense to charge people, and the way that they're doing it now is awesome. They're doing this on purpose. Like, they're like, yo, because they're having the big battle with Apple, who's like, Apple's like, yo, we need 30% of everything forever. Even though, like, the cost of doing this only decreases over time. And the amount of work that we have to do decreases. We still want our 30% forever. And then Epic's like, no, that's ridiculous. And so they're doing the 5%. If you're making a game where Unreal is at the center of your game, then 5% over 1 million makes sense. But if you are using it for 10% of your movie or car production, then it doesn't make sense to pay 5% of all cars and movies being sold. Wait, what? If you are making a game where Unreal is at the center of your game, then 5%. But if you are using it for 10% of your movie or 10% of a car production, no, but the seats, I think, wait, the car production? So you're saying like if it's a car company and they use it for commercial, right? Because it's just per seat you'd have to pay. Like movies can use for virtual production and car visualization. Oh yeah, I don't know about like I don't know about the visualization stuff. I think these things are like negotiated when it comes to actual when it comes to these numbers, and it's also large companies, so there's probably like a process where they have to negotiate with Epic for these seats, and like the percentages and stuff. But for but there's also another thing where it's like they're calling them seats. I think the seats are just like accounts. So you can log in. And so if it's like a visualization company for cars, there might be 10 or 20 seats, right? I think, and also that 5% number, I gotta look at that. Where is he that? 5. I'm a game developer. Oh. Yeah, but that's game development, right? So that's like if people are buying stuff through the Epic stores or like the game store through their service, right? One artist was talking about using Unreal for a movie, but because of the license, they'd have to pay Epic 7 million because the movie made so much. That's why I think they changed the license for games and movies and other industries. Yeah, so they're just like fixing that, right? I don't know. If anything, I'm pretty sure they're yeah, I think they're just fixing this up, and they've just kind of shown, especially with what they're doing with Apple, that they're not happy with the engines or the platforms, the developers getting kind of ripped off. I think they're all about fair pricing. They're trying to do what makes sense. Like they're trying to do what's fair. So for the 7 million price tag, I have a feeling that's like either you know like a mispricing, miscalculation of not miscalculation, but it's like they're probably gonna fix that. For games, the 5% makes sense. Yeah. I agree with that. The Apple 30% doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah. Yeah, and they're brutal about it. Yeah. Yeah. But so is Google Play Store. They have a duopoly, pretty much. And they're both I don't know what's Google's. I think Google is what's the deal with Google? Google can charge I think they do take a large amount. I don't think it's 30, but it's also and they allow people to yeah, they don't lock the ecosystem, Google. Right. Right. But still like the App Store, how much does the what is it? Google App Store take on fees? Yeah, so 30%, but then you can sideload stuff, right? But you want to be on the App Store. That's the thing that everyone uses. Just these 30% is crazy. Valve takes that up. Yeah, that's dumb. No, that's too much. Nah, that's too much. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so for Epic to go to 5%, right? That's a big statement, a big move. That might be like way ahead of the curve, actually. I think they're ahead of the curve. I think Epic's uh yeah, just ahead of the curve. I know there's tons of yes, for sure, for sure. But 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 the price of like operation, it does decrease over time. It hasn't been increasing. Where at the beginning, it was like they were working as I'm not talking. I haven't been through this process myself, but from what I've heard, there was like people that would literally help get the thing going. Like they'd be a support agent or team that would help like troubleshoot and like get your product out the door. And so at that point, 30% really does make sense, arguably, like at the beginning when it was all brand new. But then over time, like the system only got smoother. It cost less and less to get all the same services and support needed, and then to maintain the stuff and keep it running. It's not 30%. That's the point. That's what Epic is. Epic is like, yo, 5%. That's yeah. I like the comments from other people where it's like, sure looks sure looks like maybe this is a sign of Apple kind of looking a little I don't know, edgy about something, running out of, you know, defensive Apple about that. They can reduce the price, and their operation has increased a lot as well. Now they are making Steam Deck, where you can save game saves on cloud. Yep. I don't know, man. I'm seeing a pattern though. It's like DaVinci Resolve got a cool model, and it looks cool. It's a good program. And then Unreal Engine, same deal. Like head of the curve, future technology, nice pricing model. Here, check it out. I got diversify your business like Epic, where each other feeds into each other, so people directly pay for the stuff, or indirectly, right? They indirectly pay, or they end up paying, but I'm an Epic Unreal Engine fanboy. Well, I mean, that's also, I guess I'm drawn to Unreal Engine because you can't really do like visualization and cinematics inside of Unity, can you? Like, what other option do I have? I have uh, Foundry, right? I have this, but this costs a fortune for me to get into. So I don't, not a necessity here, right? Like maybe this. What is this? Oh. Fortnite brings money, and that money is used to develop Unreal and by other companies that make great game development accessible, which makes more devs invested in Unreal, and it's a spiral. Yep. So that's what you need. You need a groundbreaking, like massive success of a game. That's all you need. It's easy. Unity is not as good for photoreal stuff. If you want to do photoreal stuff, Blender, Maya, Blender for sure. Actually, that is the other option here. Maya, Max, Houdini. You need one cash cow, like GTA. Yeah. Yep. It's quite simple, really. You just make a groundbreaking video game that generates billions of dollars. Easy. So check it out. This is the composition. I'll show you the preview. I took yesterday off. Actually, I rendered the preview yesterday, but I didn't really touch this for the past 2 days. Yeah, Maya is the main 3D industry standard for 3D programs, right? But this is what are they? They're demonstrating Maya sucks? Why? Why? Why is it so bad? What are we seeing here? This is linked between Maya and Unreal Engine. Is that what we're looking at? What? What is this? Hashtag. Oh, cinematic animation director shared a breakdown of his impressive cinematic scene made with photo scanned objects in Unreal Engine and talked about the nuances of rendering hyper realistic objects and scenarios. Ah, and hashtag Maya hashtag. Oh, maybe that's the is this the workflow for getting the hyper realistic like Dust 2 hyper realistic renders? Is you go through, you compile it into with Maya and then probably add curve, edit curve, Control Z, crash. Oh, oh, whatever. Oh, just don't use unless you're forced to. Yeah, I don't know. From what I heard, it's pretty uh like a lot of people like it from what I heard. Or it's an industry standard. Oh, but so here, anyways, let's. The only thing I've liked in Maya was some of the animation tools. Yeah, I like Cinema 4D for the motion graphic stuff. So that's why I'm so excited for the new Unreal update because it looks like it's gonna have all the stuff I liked, but able to render it in real time. I don't have to pay for it. But so check it out. Here's the preview. Here's the render. The background is still actually let's just watch it a few times. I wanted to watch this and kind of figure out like actually write this stuff down, like what I need to fix. There's a few things that I can see right off the bat, but I'll play it. Here it is. There it is. So on that render, you don't have the explosions and smoke stuff, but that's like the motion. I feel like is pretty set. Camera motion, the animation there is pretty. I'm pretty happy with it. Oh yeah, GeoNodes. I heard about GeoNodes. I'm not gonna. No, like I'm saying, I'm just gonna hop into in April when it comes out. I'm gonna be turning this vehicle over to Unreal Engine and jumping right in. Houdini, that's the other program. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting the name of that program for some reason. Houdini by Side Effects. That's the one. This is the program I keep trying to remember. I keep forgetting about. This is the one. Houdini. Yeah, it's this is like the cool one, isn't it? Oh, it's like oh right. Yeah, but it's like eh. Yeah, but you can get like the best looking stuff, can't you? Ugh, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one that looks the best. You get like the best looking stuff here. And you can get motion graphics like uh yeah, this one just looks so good. Get the best renders out of this. My god. Lord. That's what I want. I want these explosions in this intro title in the background. I want that the special effects to be these effects. And then in the background, the sky rips and it looks like these effects. That's I want this. This is like that. I want that. Ah, how come mine doesn't look like this? uh, Look at that. Ah, these are the things that look so good. But I wonder, actually, I think, honestly, I do think this might be approachable with Unreal Engine. I might be able to do stuff like this. I don't. Yeah. I mean, that's modeling though. This is like Oh my goodness. Oh, it looks so good. My wow, that's 7 years old. Oh man. This is awesome. See this, like if you were able to, I want to set up a system like this. That's like the entire channel is just blowing stuff up, cutting through things with a massive axe. So satisfying. Wait, this is the same thing, but I'm watching it like so closely. Again, did I just click on the same exact thing? I did. This type of simulation, I think, is you can do in Unreal Engine. Or is that what this is? What is this? Or no, this is an actual simulation, right? Not the Unreal Engine one. No, the Unreal Engine one I thought was like dynamic. Oh. Oh, see that? Oh, that is what it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So Houdini plus Unreal Engine is how you can like the S. The S just goes straight off. Oh, it's so good. And then Alt Sim plus render for Mercedes. Oh wow, that's simulated water. Houdini Redshift flip simulation. You can get photoreal renders in Blender too. Wait, this is. Oh, this is Blender? Let me see. Does that really look The quality's kind of low, but it's tough. It's tough to comment because like I feel like there is something about this that isn't quite like the ones that we've seen out of Unreal, but it's hard to comment because like I don't even know where to start about like the details or like why that is. The animation maybe what's kind of weird for me. I mean, all good. Yeah, we need to hire goat sims. That's what we need. The industry to move the industry forward, we're gonna need more higher quality goat sims. More goats. So this is Houdini plus Pyro Houdini sim. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I've been working on the for the last few months. It took him months to make this. Behind the scenes from Evermotion 15th anniversary collection for Blender. Huh? This looks like I was gonna say it looks like Unreal Engine. That's... My God. It looks so good. Lumen doesn't always give you too much photorealism. Yeah, for sure. It's very good, but you gotta use Path Tracer for the realism. Yep. Yep. But Lumen, for what it is amazing. Because it enables that with the words are escaping me today. But what is it? It's Lumen for the lighting, and then the other one with the triangles, right? Can't believe I can't think of the word right now. Nanite, yes, yes, that's it. Those two are really groundbreaking. That's what's enabling real-time rendering of like entire worlds. And then the dynamic scaling, right? That is nanite. Yeah, the triangles, the levels of the nanite. World partitions. Meanwhile, Adobe Photoshop is like, you want me to smudge your pixels? It's gonna take some time. I gotta think about how to do that. So that's a big ask. You want me to move those pixels over here? There are a lot of hacks going on. Again, path tracing gives you the best results to this date, as we know, other than OpenAI Sora. Sora, that's a whole nother topic as well. Man, we're covering a wide variety of things this first hour. But Sora is interesting. I'm very interested in Sora because Sora is interesting because I think what I'm doing right now with like figuring out how to track and how to composite, how to add things. I think these skills are gonna be. My prediction is it's gonna be transferable to Sora. Like to generate. Again, it's gonna be like what AI is, where it's like 80% of the thing, the whole job gets made for you, and then, but it still requires like somebody to come in and then complete it and make it look cohesive. That's kind of what I expect is going to happen with Sora. Stock footage industry, but unless you can control exactly, right? So it's like figuring out how to manipulate the scenes and like how to add or remove things. Yo, hey BD, how you doing, man? How was the Oscars? Did you win? Yeah, I bet doing this stuff is definitely going to come in key when Sora goes to market. It's not available yet, right? It's like closed beta. You got a nomination in my heart. Is Sora open to the public yet? Only for the selected people. But it's expected to come out in 2024. Oh, BD, by the way, I watched The Creator. Watched it yesterday. The VFX were mwah. I kept watching it. I was noticing some things. Noticing that basically every shot was a moving shot, and I realized why. Because then you can do the 3D camera tracking stuff. And this whole project was the person filming it was just basically standing still. So there was not enough data to get 3D camera tracking. So I noticed that was every single shot was like this kind of dynamic moving shot. They made the movie, shot and edited and then added the VFX. Yeah. Yeah. It was all hand tracked. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like this project that we're looking at right here, the thing that I realized is that if I want to do VFX shots, I'm probably better off building out, like having the recorded shot having some movement in it so it can be calculated. I mean, maybe I'm saying this and I'm also thinking that maybe I could like create the ground plane myself and then just attach the movements, like track my movement and then kind of tack it on. But yeah, camera movements, as in like the camera moving through the scene so it can do its calculations and you get the 3D cloud point. But have you tried Fusion Studio? No, not yet. The only thing I've done was render. I touched this up yesterday morning and then rendered out that preview. And then I took the rest of the day and today off until now. Very stressful night, as all award shows are. The viewership is like hyper critical about the camera work. That's what they're there for. Yeah, it was like I saw Oppenheimer basically swept. I watched Oppenheimer as well. I really like that one. I like the music, I like the story, acting. I like the whole thing. It will be better for performance. Resolve has their dynamic link called VFX Connect or something. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of performance, yeah. I'll give it a try. There's like several things that can happen with yeah, no, I'll give it a try. Viewers have no idea how anything works, especially in live TV. Okay, fair. Should learn Houdini. I don't think I'm going to do Houdini yet. I think Houdini is for a little down the road. Yeah, I think it's for down the road. It's not like, not at least for the next 3 months. The shit. No, it is. I know. We just watched so many show reels. I'm in love with but the thing is that like, what I think is makes sense is that my plan is sort of to right now mess around with these, get more experience, just like making different scenes, and then I think it would be smart to simplify it even more instead of like going straight to Houdini. If I start making like little one-off clips, because that way I could start basically promoting this channel and then like getting more viewers. I also want to start making YouTube videos, and both of those things don't require me to like go straight to the cutting edge Houdini film, because if I go to learn Houdini right now, I'll be in like research and development for forever. I need to like get to like a channel that gets more viewers, and then there's Unreal Engine, which comes out next month, where I'm gonna jump into and focus on. And yeah, so that's kind of the working plan right now. They think the Academy staff knows who the heck the winners are going to be beforehand. Is there betting? Can you bet on who's gonna win? Probably. You can bet on anything. Inside betting for the Oscars. Houdini is only for high-end VFX or motion graphics. Anything less than that, don't bother. Unreal is way more mainstream and YouTube friendly than Houdini. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm. That's why I'm probably gonna not do Houdini yet. I have to probably simplify things and make it approachable and teachable for other people. That's what I'm thinking. Like make more memes. Memes really don't have to be. I do like the idea of like ultra high end memes, like movie quality shit posts. But nah, I think that's gonna be too much research and development. I want to get like the channel going first, and then kind of develop the skills from there. Really liked how most of the awards turned out. Divine, Joy Randolph definitely deserved Best Supporting Actress. I was looking at it. What was it? My dad's the back of my dad's head was in the Oscars. Wasn't that interesting? He was actually he's like a musician that he was in the maestro in the orchestra, and they aired the back of his head for like a second, and my brother noticed it. The fun fact. You'll never see that on a questionnaire. Copy strike it, yeah. No, no, no. It's all fair play. He got the credit for it, or whatever. You know, it was like hired to go and be in the orchestra for it. But Blender, Unreal, Resolve, Fusion, these are more accessible. That yeah, I think that's why I'm gonna stick these three for now. If anything, I need to reapproach Blender a little deeper. That's interesting. Yeah, and Cillian Murphy absolutely deserved Best Actor. Yeah, and then Robert Downey Jr. for supporting. Yeah. Ooh. Divine. Oh, I didn't see this. I didn't see this yet. Yeah, Blender. I think I need to. I need to definitely pick up uh Blender. I did learn a little bit of Cinema 4D. I took a class and we covered it briefly. But that class, like I ended up stopping halfway through and then going into Unreal Engine. I didn't get like a full learning. Cool about my dad, yeah. It's a fun factoid. The Holdovers was definitely one of the best films of the year. Looks fun. Cinema 4D lacks modeling, animation, sculpting, UV, sim, comp, etc. It's only good for motion graphics, and if you want to do that, sure. Really? Oh, the blender. Oh yeah, the donut. Yeah, I know about this. I know about this. I know about this donut tutorial. Yeah, yeah. No. That's the gateway drug to Blender. Most C4D users I never see model or do character animations. They use Rizom. Oh, UV. I need to learn. I need to learn UV. I think it's actually UV is kind of straightforward, right? You place the thing on the thing, and then you identify the stuff and where it goes. On that note, I'm actually going to take a 5-minute break. I will be right back. Gotta go. Just a 5-minute break. So BRB. Thanks for hanging out. See you in 5. Oh, I missed the 5 minutes. I was 10 seconds late. My bad. Back once again. What did you say last? You said most C4D users I never see model or do. They use Rizom or sculpting. Yeah, that's right. But the ZBrush is part of the Maxon kit or subscription. For Sim, Houdini, wow. Yeah. Up until like R24 or something, you couldn't even cut a seam. Cinema 4D. Here's some Blender beginner courses. I need to like make a roadmap. I mean I could just download it and mess around. Actually, well, these are good. Ooh, motion graphics tutorials for. Ooh, this is good. This is good. I mean, just I'm just judging from the thumbnails, but the thumbnails look awesome. Yeah, this one looks good. I can save it, right? Save? No. Oh, there we go. I'd say that the Blender manual isn't the best. I'd say for Blender, the YouTube tutorials are better than the documentation. Yeah. Um, yeah. I'm actually, to be honest, like reading the manual is not something that I have always done. That was just like a new idea. I was like I wanted to read the manual, but then I also wanted to stream. I was like, let's combine them. But I do like the idea as the theme to the channel that it revolves around the manual, or at least it's like the structure for the streaming idea. It's a free open source software, so they focus more on the software development than the writing. Yeah, because yeah, that makes sense though. I get it. Yeah, but I wouldn't really be able to go about streaming learning Blender. Or yes, I can, right? I can play other people's videos and sort of. I gotta be careful of just when the audio plays in the background. If the video has audio. People do on Twitch. But I'm also trying to put this onto YouTube. Well, maybe not. Maybe at this point, like since we haven't really been reading the manual anymore, so I feel like oh, it's muting. That's because oh oh you can mute the music parts later. Yeah, but that doesn't really work that nice. Kind of messes with the video. Sounds nice and easy, but then in reality. All right, so let's see. Speaking of the manual, I wanted to check this out. I wanted to review some things. I wanted to see the fundamentals and check on compositing, just regular compositing basics, fundamentals. Maybe think of like a quick and easy thing to practice with rather than this. Like I wanna practice with, for example, the fire, these effects. I wanna reapproach because I'm not happy how it looks. I don't know how to kind of tweak it. I don't know how to composite. Like how to make it look good. It look good. And I wanted to check the manual, see if there was anything about that. Any suggestions or insights that we get from it. But maybe we could mess around with something for practice. The art and science of compositing. That sounds great. Art, science of digital. Oh, is this it right here? Is this it? It's written by the guy who made Shake, which was the industry standard for compositing before Nuke. You know what? You know what? I think I'm gonna just. It says that we have the first 150 pages here. So maybe we should just skim through this. Talk about this. Yeah, it does look old. It definitely looks old, but what's the date here? It says I don't know. Let's keep looking. We got it. We got it up. Let's just take a peek through this book. It looks cool. So, introduction, learning to see digital representation of visual information. Basic image manipulation. Oh yeah, that's multiply, like all this stuff. Yeah. Image compositing, add, subtract, mix. That's what I was talking about. I don't think we get that page. We gotta pay if we want to see that page. That's where it ends for us, maybe. This is the preview. Oh, this book is thick. Oh man. Oh, this is a thick book. Okay, let's see. Introduction. I'll try to skim some of this. Over 600 photos and illustrations for rotoscoping, 3D pass, compositing, and high dynamic range. And if I get any ideas for like a quick little practice, I'll do that as well. So I want to do some practices, like little side things. But this, thinking about this project though, it's cool how it stands. And I was thinking that like, this is very workable in this condition. Like I could just bring in some media, or I could add some visual, like, you know, explosions and stuff on top. I could come back in and fix this, like this background, pretty easily. Just kind of just mentioning about like the accessibility of nodes in this node structure. The project's very like reapproachable. Technical assistant, rotoscoping, or paint artist. This role is very focused. I want to see these. The technical assistant, absolutely a foot in the door sort of position where job duties can literally include getting coffee or hand carrying some artwork over to a different department. More typically, however, this job is specifically targeted to tasks that require some basic technical expertise. Ensuring that data is backed up, generating videotapes or DVDs for clients or supervisors to view, etc. Rotoscoping and paint artist. This role is very focused on producing high-quality rotoscoped masks for compositing artists to use, or on using specialized digital paint tools on sequences of images to remove unwanted objects or clean up artifacts generated as part of the compositing process. Digital compositor, the position that this book focuses on most directly, someone whose primary responsibility is combining multiple image sequences together to create a unified whole. There's the supervisor, compositing supervisor. This person will oversee a team of compositing artists, generally offering both technical and artistic feedback in order to refine the shot as it is being worked on. Often supervises all aspects of 2D image production, including rotoscope, paint, matte, etc. Then there's digital supervisor, someone who looks over all aspects of the digital image creation manipulation process. Thus, in addition to compositing, they would deal with 3D modeling, animation, and lighting. Then there's the visual effects supervisor, which is the primary technical and creative lead on the visual effects team. Deals not only with the digital side of things, but also the actual image acquisition during photography, during principal photography. I'm gonna skim. The Visual Effects Guide to Davinci Resolve 8. Oh, sweet. Cool. Nice. Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, dude, this is perfect. Okay. What is that emoji? Why so serious? I don't know how to interpret that emoji. So let's check this out. Getting started. Yeah, okay, maybe this is, I feel like, more on theme with what we've been doing as well. This is cool, but but whatever. Okay, getting started, learning the Fusion page. Exploring the Fusion. Let's see, combining images using nodes, adding effects, understanding node flow. Let's just click on stuff that we're interested in and checking out. Getting started learning the Fusion page. Compositing split screens. Restoring camera motion. What's this? Oh, that's for Nuke though. Oh, you're saying that's not software specific? There's replacing a sky. Hey, I mean, that's what we're doing, right? That's actually, let's take a look at that, because that's what I said I needed to fix. I think I know how to do it, but let's take a look at this. One of the most common problems with shooting outdoors is the sky, either the location or time. Actually, no, there's another thing wrong with my sky, which is subtle, but it's really pissing me off. Which is, if you see, like, I tried to fix this before by pushing it back in the scene and applying the same motion to it, but it doesn't look right. Where it's, if you watch the sky here, it looks like it's off. Like, you can tell it's just like the movement of it is kind of weird. Right? You see that? I tracked it. Yeah, I'm using the same tracker. Again, this was 2D tracking. I tracked it in. I applied the tracking. Did I? Actually, that just looks like I didn't apply the tracking. Position and rotation. Yeah, it looks like I just didn't apply the tracking. Where is it? This is the sky. See, this is the thing. This is the track that I was using. This is like the you should track at least 3 points. 2 minimum. I had 2 points tracked. The original track was actually taken from 2 spots. It was like this building and this, which actually that was also probably a mistake, wasn't it? I should have tried to get something that was closer to the foreground. And that tracking has been used. That's what was applied to pretty much everything. It's applied here, it's here, it's here. Because again, I didn't have, this scene is not actually like true 3D. It's 3D elements, but they're rendered all over the place and then basically composited as 2D objects. They did the same. Track 2 points far away from each other. Yeah, so huh. So you think I should try and get another try to track it again? So I could just use this. I mean, I could just do that here. Let's do that. That sounds fun. But what do I have to do? I have to like turn everything off so that this video will work. I'm gonna move everything out. Select everything. All right, so we'll add a tracker. I'm gonna see it over here. Tracker. So I think it should be just some grass, right? This leaf. Although I think there's a moment where where the camera kind of pushes up. How do you apply the track? The tracker node in Fusion works as a merge node as well, but you can connect the track points to certain things as well. I used it as... Oh, I'm scared. I'm worried that I did the dumb thing. Yeah, I copied and pasted the tracker, right? No, this is a transform. This is a transform. And I'm applying the tracking. And I guess it works on the center XY. It's the transform for the center XY. And then the actual tracker is turned off. But we could, but again, I think the original, let's see, maybe that should be around here. I might have deleted it. Trying to save space. And we're back. Yo, what's up, D. Caesar? What's up, man? Oh, here it is. This is the original tracker, I think. Yeah. So those were the 2 points. It was this light post and on the building. So maybe I need to, maybe this thing is gonna be better to track. Oh, nice. What were you filming? Whoops. Oh, that was cool. Automod just like held that comment. I'm gonna let it go because it was potentially a lizard just landed on my back out of nowhere, giving me jump scare. That's so funny. What were you filming, man? You were filming beauty products. Oh, cool. Did you set up like a light box? What was the setup? I'm doing well today. You want to see this render that we got? There's no we're just a lot of chatting, kind of thinking about next steps, how to improve, talking about the project, maybe making some touch-ups right now. But this is what we got. I took away the particle, like the compositing fire and stuff and the smoke, and we got the animation down. There it is. Soft boxes. Yeah, it's coming together, but we've got some things that we got to work on. Like the whole particle, like the whole effects, how those get applied, what we're even doing, how we're going to even approach that. And right now we're kind of talking about the tracking, because if you see, actually an example with that is that it kind of, the sky is like not quite aligned, so we're kind of reworking the tracking. Might be how it's applied, but they're just slightly off. That's bugging me. Like, that's approachable. It's approachable as the first thing to try and fix. Oops, I just closed the whole Davinci Resolve. But soft boxes, tube lights, and a trash bin as the base for the products. Nice. 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 How'd it come out? Are you gonna do some tracking and stuff? What's your plans with Fusion for the edit? I think this thing's trackable. And that could be the point that's close. And then for the other point, you said to go for 3 points. I'm gonna check the footage now. I'd like to rotor the product and write its name on the background. Ooh, cool. Nice. That's probably gonna come out nice. Magic Mask? Yeah, I was thinking that too. I don't know. Magic Mask is really good, but depends on, like, for a beauty product, he probably wants like a perfect mask, right? Magic Mask does not usually do a perfect mask. Yeah, definitely give that a try though, because if it does, it's gonna save you a lot of time. Okay, so I got one in the, I should get maybe 2 in the foreground. I don't know where to put this other one. Maybe I could do like this colored patch of grass. Or I could change the which one we're looking at. This white thing. I hope this one works. Okay, and then I'll give it a try. Adaptive mode, let's do best match, and then let it ride. Oh, and we started here, so let's just go forward. And then go back to here, and then do we have to... Oh, for the full thing. Okie dokie. So we've got the tracks here. And so I can just switch that out from here, right? This track 1, I think, is the one that we want. Track 2 is the one that we want to apply for the sky, maybe? Oh, maybe I should have tracked even further back and then attached the sky to that one. I could add one. Let's add another track and put it to the building. Okay. And then it's the only one selected, so we can track from here backwards. That might work. This might work. Let's see. Now we got... Let's rename this to far building slash sky. And I felt like this one was good. Was foreground. And then this was like in between. I don't know. I think these are the 2 that we need. Yeah, because thinking of it, like when the thing flies back, like the motion graphic thing, the title, that's where we'd probably want to put it like in this place. Oh, and that's a whole nother part to this is that I have to develop I have to figure out how to do the shadows. I still haven't figured out how to apply shadows properly. But let's see, let's just do this first. We turn all this stuff on. And then we take this, no. We could just delete this. Let's not delete it, but put it over here. And then, I don't know why I copied and pasted there. Transform. This should be to the sky. Position, connect to tracker, use to the it's tracker to wait, this is a different XY coordinate, isn't it? Here's a shadow. Cool, I'll check it out. Oh, the transform XF. That's the one that's the right type of transform. It's just set up with this. I don't know if that made sense, but but you can just go connect to position and then it syncs up. So when you're using modifiers. Okay, let's see. So that's the I mean, is that right? Hold up. Let's connect to tracker 2. Oh, I want to select which tracker, right? And the name isn't here, but I remember it was tracker 4 was the one in the building. Connect to tracker 4 position. And the sky is also, I probably want it. So let's just copy and paste this. And then what else is getting tracked in this scene? This is image plane with the rainbow tunnel, image plane of where's the other part? This is the text. So this is the sky. This where am I? Oh, this is it. Oh, so maybe this should be split up. Anyways, this is it. This is the foreground with me, and then the background here. This part. Is that why? That's why. Okay, I found the problem. It wasn't the track. It was because this foreground piece was not being transformed. It wasn't tracked into the scene. That's all. That's all that was happening. So this track, this original track was fine. It was just that this section, which was the cutout and me in the building, had nothing that was transforming the position to look like it was tracked into the scene. That's all. Yay! That's gonna work now. That's gonna work. Uh-oh. Cool. All right, sweet. That's on. Wait. Hold on. Before we celebrate. So we have an option. We could just go back to this track. We could use this track, or we need to change the modifiers to this one. Can I just put it over? No. Okay. No. What do you think? Should I go back to the previous track or apply this new track? I think we apply it. We can just apply this transform that it's got. The modifier here, we could copy this. Oh, and another thing. Another thing is that it would be better if this was all just instances. Same with this. And same with this. Same with this. Same with this. And that is good. And then let's get that centered. So this is the original. This is the updated one. Why is it a little bit off? I guess it's okay. We just need to adjust it here. Is that it? Give it a second. I'm probably doing something wrong. Uh, uh. And are we good? Are we good? Did that do it? I think it's loading. I think it's going through the trees, the branches. It's thinking. I think. Oh, because we don't see it. And we're good? No, we're not good. Not good. I mean, we just need to maybe pull it down just a little bit. Is that going to fix it? We change the modifier, bring this thing down, align it by eye. Is that? Uh-oh. Oh god. Here, let's see. What have we done? What have we done? We've got instances and instances, but really the element that kind of persists is this transform that's got the tracking on it. I mean, we could revert back to this one. Let's see. If we turn this thing on. Get rid of that one. Revert. And the text here, why is that? And then this text. Seems like the text is the last thing though. Scene, track to scene. I mean, what happened to this text? it just this? Just this transform? How come I'm not seeing anything? See. Then if I move this, what? This text should be moving. Well, we go to the end here. Oh boy. Thanks for standing by. Actually, I feel like now is a great time for a 5-minute break. That time, 9 o'clock. It's not because struggle is on. It's because it's about 9 o'clock. You can take a 5-minute break and BRB. Thanks for hanging out. Oh man, I was just explaining the scene setup. Yeah. I was explaining, so I'm trying to figure out like what's going on with this thing. Because it's text, right? And then it goes out the renderer. Then it basically becomes yo BD. I'm struggle. Welcome back. Today's a bit of the struggle bus, but it's all good. So out of the render 3D for these 2D for this text, then I feed it into a merge, and the merge was set up to actually have the up and down motion because I was trying to account for. That's it. Okay. No, is that? So the merge has the up and down movement because my thinking was in order to get these light rays properly showing and not getting clipped, I had to do the animation of the text just in the center. So the text like bends back and then goes like that, but it's all centered. If we go, so the renderer, yeah, so here. So this is the text animation. It's basically just, it's scaling, but it's mostly, I mean, I was trying to get it to be in place. Oh yeah, then it flies through. Yeah, so it starts in the center. It's basically, so it's in the center here, and then it gets larger. But it's in place. And the idea was that to get the light rays from not getting clipped, I had to do the motion here, and that motion is added in. And this looks right. This looks correct. But then when I add the transform, seems to be complicating things when it gets tracked in somehow. But this, when I add the instance, huh? Something about this is causing some things with the composite to get misaligned. That's not where the text goes. Hmm. Pivot? This? These are instanced. So maybe I want to de-instance some of this. Or the modifier? Or de-instance the modifier? Hmm. Or just this, right? Strangely enough, though, when I do this transform, it doesn't seem to do anything. Maybe it's this one? Huh. Stumped. When stumped, we bring it back to the manual. Let's see. It's not actually 3D compositing here. What we're doing is 2D compositing of elements that we made in 3D in our scene. It's 2D compositing of 3D elements. But so we got what to look at. Where can we find these answers? Oh, this is nice. This is like a good document here. Okay, visual effects creation. Means the Fusion page excels at creating photorealistic visual effects, composites. The next 4 lessons in this book focus on visual effects, compositing, which is primarily about combining multiple distinct images to make a believable new whole. The goal of visual effects compositing is to convince the audience that a single live-action camera recorded the resulting shot live, regardless of how fantastical the subjects. One of the most critical aspects when compositing is to have all the different elements follow the same camera motion, which is kind of, yeah, this looks like the right place to be looking. These are often called match moves because you analyze the background clip's movement and apply it to the foreground clip or vice versa. The Fusion page provides 3 primary techniques for extracting the camera's motion: point tracking, planar, 3D. In the course of this book, you'll learn all 3. The first visual effect lesson will analyze the motion in 2 shots to create a split screen effect. Oh, okay. So it's like cutting out her so that she has a different performance. That's what split screen is. And then they're combined to make one better overall take. For instance, let's say that we have 2 actors. Yeah, so we want 2 actors and they like this performance more than this one. Split screen is how to do that. You could do that in the using layers with the edit page. Okay, this is a little different, but worth reading when we're kind of struggling over here. So let's check it out. Part 1 of this book uses a new project for its 4 lessons. You'll start by restoring a new archive that includes all the media bins and timelines you need. Open Davinci Resolve, and in the project manager, right click and click Restore Archive. Wait, what are they saying? This is how to like get the project files for this? So you move your playhead over the first red marker on the timeline. So I think this comes with like project files that we could mess around with, but I don't know where they are. So let's see. We move the playhead over the marker that they set, and you can zoom in. The first edit consists of a driver and a passenger in a car. The passenger is listening to the driver, nodding with encouragement. Video track 1 has a much better view of the driver speaking, but not of the passenger's reaction. In the timeline, select the clip on video 2. Press D to disable, and view the driver speaking and the less affirming passenger. Press D a second time to enable the background clip again. Your job as the visual effects artist is to perform a split screen effect. The goal is to combine the driver speaking from V1 with the nodding passenger from V2. To start the split screen effect, you must bring both takes into the Fusion page. To bring them both, you can select them both and do Create Fusion Clip. Let's demonstrate how to do that. So in the edit page, if you bring in some clips, let's see, we got, let's do, let's do something like this. Use these. So this, and this. If I go over this, we can select them all, right click and do New Fusion. New VFX Connect clip. What's that? But we could do new Fusion clip. And then we can hop into there. And it kind of does that media in merge stuff for you. And this already honestly looks better than... I mean, I'm happy that we're doing this because this already, for some reason, looks pretty good. Is it just because it's one? Okay, this already looks like it does some combination stuff. What's different about this? Or it's already transparent, so it just doesn't mess with the... So it's just normal. And there was already transparency in these clips. That actually looks pretty cool. That's what I had to do. Was nothing. I had to do nothing to make these look good. So I'll just set these back to normal. 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 This on. And then bring this into this. And now we have our background. All of that looks like the same issue I was having before, where it is too bright for some reason. I wonder if it's the media in is like in a different color space. Okay, anyways. So in here we have these clips combined automatically, and we can go and select both clips, right click the selected and choose new Fusion clip at the top of the menu. A Fusion clip is created in the timeline and added to the bin. I think the camera's gonna probably go to sleep soon. So after that's selected, a Fusion clip is created in the timeline and added to the selected bin. The two layers are collapsed into the container, and then you can display all the layers of a Fusion clip in the edit timeline by right-clicking and selecting open in timeline. If you want to undo that. Then with the playhead still positioned on the clip, click the Fusion button, the Fusion page button, or pressed Shift 5. And then the two layers are brought into the node editor and combined in a merge node. Move media to above if you want to make merge manually. But if you do this, it actually makes the merges for you. If you go in through the edit page and combine them that way. This creates a more readable layout. Okay, feel free to rearrange the nodes within the node editor as you continue to add nodes in this lesson. In the screenshot above, we've already moved media 1 a little, so that it doesn't overlap with media 2. It's possible that this is kind of outdated a little bit. And then rename this stuff. So the image processing across the layout of the pages at the bottom of the Davinci Resolve interface represents the project workflow. Media is ingested in the media page, assembled into a timeline edit or cut page, undergoes compositing in the Fusion page, and then graded in the color page before rendering. This order of operations also corresponds to the image processing pipeline, with some exceptions. The video signal of the source media in the edit page or cut page flows to the Fusion page, where it is processed and output to the color page. However, if an effect, resolve, or OFX is applied in the edit page, it will not appear in the Fusion page, but will instead appear on the color page, edit page. Effects are applied to the image data signal after it has left the Fusion page. The only exception is that resizing and repositioning in the edit page. To force visibility of an edit page effect in the Fusion page, you can convert the clip into a compound clip on the edit page timeline. Okay, so tracking in the Fusion page. So it looks like the next thing you do is you track this person, and I'm guessing you do it for driver too. Like tracker 1, then you track the first person. Looks like they're tracking the back, the door, like the background. Oh, they're kind of like triangulating the space. Okay, so it looks like you stabilize the person first. You stabilize the passenger. I'm just surprised that they're doing this on like the background. Why aren't they doing? I mean, is this actually? Oh, maybe it is part of her shirt they're trying to track. So the door lock. I mean, they're focusing on the door lock. When the door lock is centered and magnified, because the camera does not move very quickly in this shot, the tracked objects will not move very far. When stabilizing a shot, a single point stabilizes only the translation movement. And then in the inspector, click the Add button twice to add 2 additional tracker points to the tracker list. You can double-click a tracker in the tracker list and rename it for organizational clarity. Yeah, but I'm surprised that we're not... Okay. No. Let's see. In viewer 1, drag tracker 2 over the highest contrast area. Oh, because it's like the background. You're just trying to cut out around the person. You don't necessarily track the person. Selecting a third tracker point gets trickier. There are not too many high contrast points in the car because details outside of the car looking through the window are at a distance. Tracking anything in the window could be impacted by camera parallax. So we are limited to tracking a point inside the car. Although in most cases, shadows are a last resort when tracking, since they can move independently of the camera. The shadows on the door to the left of the passenger will work for this clip. Tip: parallax, which is what we're having trouble with in the clip that we're working on. Although I think it was just that I didn't properly connect the tracker. But anyways, parallax often occurs when camera movements reveals one object behind another that was previously obscured by the foreground. Let's see, drag tracker 3 over the sharp corner. You play it through. You do background only, and then you stabilize the driver. You go through and do the same thing for the driver. You try to find points that will cut that out, and then you're drawing a matte considerable part of compositing has to do with drawing mattes, sometimes called rotoscoping. Mattes help you isolate specific areas of your image so that the effects are applied only where they are needed. In the Getting Started project, we were working with a CG element that had an alpha channel, a special hidden channel of image data that defines which parts of the image are solid and which parts should be transparent. We'll cover alpha channels in more detail later. Since there is no alpha channel in either of these pieces of footage, we need to create a matte that will define which parts of the passenger clip should be solid and which parts should be cut away to reveal the driver. Select the merge node and press 2. The merge has the passenger. Drag the playhead to the start. Tip to disable auto keyframe. Right click over the right click here for animation. That's like over here. Let me draw it through. The terms matte and mask are often used interchangeably. In this book, matte refers to a grayscale image that identifies transparent and opaque pixels. A mask is the application of a matte. That is, you use a matte to mask off part of an image. You can always add and subtract points later, but the more points you add, the more you'll have to manage. Looking at these images now. Then you put the clips as close as possible together into alignment. And then if you need to see edges, what's this? Sometimes you need to break a shot to perform useful adjustments. Here, we've changed the method by which Fusion composites the foreground and the background. That's what apply modes do. They blend foreground and background in different. In addition, in difference apply modes, whenever overlapping foreground and background pixels are the same, they'll appear black. Wherever they're different, they'll appear light. Oh, that's interesting. Now we should expect the actors to stand out since they'll be in different positions in the two different takes, but all other things considered, the background of the car should be identical in both shots. Oh, yeah. That's a pro tip. So move, and then in the inspector, change the apply mode to difference. After you align your clips on top of each other, you set it to difference and everything, and it should be like all black, because there shouldn't be any differences on the part of the set that are the same. And the thing that should be showing up, that's the difference. That is what the mode difference is about. It shows the difference between the clips. That's how to use it. Cool. In the inspector, click and drag in the center X and Y to nudge. Okay. Due to lens distortion and subtle light changes between takes, you'll never get perfect alignment of the shot throughout the frame. Focus instead on getting alignment where it counts. In the case of this shot, that's toward the center of the shot. where the split screen divides between the two actors. You'll find that you'll need to go back and forth between the X and Y, since adjustments in X will negatively impact the alignment in Y, and vice versa. Alternatively, adjusting X then Y will home you in on a final optimal alignment. Final values of should produce the desired result. With alignment complete, return merges one's apply mode to the normal state and reconnect polygon 1 to the mask input of merge 1. For the most part, the tear between the actors is fixed. We'll add a little blur to the matte to soften the transition and hide any remaining mismatch due to shadows and lighting differences between the takes. Today I saw a new tutorial that used the difference mode to fix some stuff as well. Yeah, that was the other day. I was like, I don't know my modes. I generally like vaguely know, but I don't actually like difference. I didn't. Yeah. Usually it's just like, oh, I go through these and I smash the buttons until it looks cool. But that's the real use for difference. Yeah, try them all. That's my approach. but now I know difference. Now the one-time difference comes up, I'm gonna be like, we gotta align the clips for match for what's this called? Split screen effect, and then we'll do the difference. I wonder if I could find this footage. Now, I'd like to give that a try. It's here, right? Lesson files part 1, right? Wait, let's do it. Where should I put it? I'll just put it here. Camera died? Oh yeah. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get the cord. I think I need the cord that they provide with the camera. The only thing is it's not like long enough. Let me see. I know where it is. I wanted to try this. Okay, it's just such a small cord. It's USB-C, but it's special Nikon USB-C. Wait, it's on now. What? I just unplugged the plug. Okay, let's try unplug this one. Oh my god, this cord is so small. Oh man. That's pulling on the camera a little bit. Huh. I don't know. Okay. Do you place it on top of? No, it's on a like a tripod above my like behind my desk. Turning on. I think it's getting power. Okay, whatever. You should do a setup tour. Actually, my setup's pretty sweet. It's all right. I could do that. It's only that the wires. Yeah, I might do that. The only thing is that the wires are just a disaster, and I know that's gonna trigger so many people. I have to clean up my do some cable management, you know. But besides that, like the setup's pretty nice. I'm plugging the other cord back in. Come on, man. I'm thinking about like what I should do for the next video, for the next YouTube video. I need to put my my new Davinci Fusion skills all together, you know? The only setups that have neat wiring are the ones only made for the setup tours. Yeah, maybe I should just do a setup tour and show the lack of cable management. It will be like, wow, this guy's real. Okay. No real person does cable management just on their own. No, I need to do the cable management. I need to do it. People do it. This guy is real. He just left the cords, and it's disgust. No. If I do cable management though, then people will take me a lot more seriously. That's the thing. If I don't, then I'm real, you know? I'm a real person. But then if I do, then I'm a professional. You know? People are like, oh, okay. Gotta take this guy for serious. So this is Restore Project Archive. I'm opening up the template that we've been reading about. Do some exercises. Here we go. Lesson part 1, I think. Oh, that's not it. Oh, yeah, it is. Do I do? No, I don't. Currently, my two main jobs right now are it's called like game localization, which is like I turn translated games into American English. I do the editing for translated games so that they sound more like Americanized. And then the other main thing is like I'm building right now developing an art kit business. Kind of developing a brand for watercolor art. And then the third thing, which is what this is sort of about, is I'm trying to develop YouTube, the personal brand, you know, do all that good stuff, start growing the channel. But that's what this is about. And I think kind of in the big pictures type of thing, before getting started, I wanted to learn I wanted to learn how to properly do compositing and how to do VFX because I want that to sort of be part of the quality of the videos that I make. It's an interest as well. It's what I studied actually through college. I was doing digital media, basically my whole academic career. And then like I don't know, I've done quite a few different things, but I've done work. I've done like graphic design. For a while I was working at like a startup and I was doing the marketing. So I was like writing articles and developing like community building stuff. And so that was cool. I mean, that was like I was able to use my media skills for all that as well. But so now I'm trying to apply it in this context, and I want to up the quality of the videos and add in like motion graphics and all this cool stuff. But part of getting comfortable with doing this has been like streaming daily, and then also familiarizing myself with the VFX workflows. Keep going with it on YouTube and learning post production. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's part of the plan. I want to develop. There's like so much more that I have to learn, and also, um, yeah, I'm 100% aware that I'm not like, oh yeah, I figured it out. This is solved. I got it all clear. So it's still a work in progress, obviously, but yeah. But thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Next up, I gotta start like being more deliberate with my marketing, basically. Like taking clips from the stream and repurposing them or making memes. But I feel like there's these essential skills I'm still working on that I don't fully uh, have worked out. This. Yeah, there's like so much. There's so much to learn. I think that's part of the theme. That's like part of the theme of the channel. It's like forever developing the skill set, constantly improving. That's what it's about. But so it's kind of cool to be streaming about that. Streaming about like learning this stuff because it's kind of in a way it's like walking the walk, better to walk the walk than just to be like, hey, this is the steps to being blah blah blah. And it's like, no, let's just do it live. You won your first NAAC. Awesome. Yo, congrats. The Image Awards. Oh my god. We're gonna be able to. If I look at the NAACP. Where are you? Was that you? That's there you are. Wow. You just it just came up. It's like, oh, by the way, you won. Congrats, man. Let's see if we can do this thing. This feels very low. Oh, it's this. This is what we're tracking. The high contrast stuff. Right there. And we do another tracker. And we do it right here. This thing. And we do another one. Which was, oops. What do you get for winning a NAACP? Worldwide recognition? Endless clout. Yeah, pretty much. Unironically. 5. Guess this corner. Let me let it go. Okay. That kind of jitters right there. I think that tracker 3 looks like it's not good. So let's delete that. Add another tracker 4. This was the other one, maybe? Or do I just try this corner again? Let it go. Oops. Let it go. Oh, it's very short. Okay. How does that look? That looks okay. We got 3 trackers here. And then we've got to oh man. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm thinking about trying earlier streams, like earlier in the day. Thinking morning streams. I keep feeling like by the end of the day, streaming is kind of tough for me. But I want to try it maybe earlier in the morning. There could be like a more of a sort of work session, and then in the evening around this time it could be more kind of chill, chatting, maybe playing music, hanging out. What do you think? An idea. And it might be like maybe like a 2-hour in the morning, 2-hour in the evening type thing. That'd be effectively be more hours of streaming, but shorter chunks. Kind of like that idea. I keep getting to the evening and it's like I don't leave anything. I don't have anything more in the tank. The tank is all depleted. It's like 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That might work. I'm thinking about it. Oh, here it is. Let's grab this. So let's see. What we wanted to do was track and then apply the mask. But the track was meant to stabilize it. Yeah, since we have three points, we can set this to operation match move. And then background only. Foreground only? No, background only. Because we only have the background, right? That's it. Match move, background only. BG only. Play the clip to view the stabilized. Is that stabilized? It doesn't look stabilized. It doesn't need to be here. Oh, this is stabilized. This is stabilized. And then we can draw a matte. But we also want to track the driver. Oh. When did they announce? Are you gonna go? Like, are you gonna be? Do you get to go for the ceremony? Or do you want to go for the ceremony? Is this award season? I feel like there's so many awards going on. It is, right? Not going? Yeah. You're too cool. Too cool for it. Wow. Nominated for Outstanding Variety Series or Special. Do you think you're gonna win? A Grammy salute to 50 years of hip hop. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Oh man, those are pretty good odds. I'm gonna bet on it. I'm gonna bet on you winning at least one in that category. Selective outrage. I hope you win. I'm rooting for you. Ah. Oh. Oh. Look at that perfect split cut. Perfection. Wait, what am I supposed nudge. Nudge. I do the nudge. I don't know, that looks pretty good to me. That's messed up. There. Oh, no, that definitely looks better. And now that's a little off. Got a nudge. Nice. They gave the numbers. They give us the cheats. The numbers, they say, are not what I have. A little closer. 5010 and 5199. Let's 519. Where was I? I was like, I want to just see how it was 5. I was at 517. They're saying it's 19. I don't know. I like mine. I like 17. Right? Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know. No. Okay, that's right. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a match cut. Would you look at that? And then we just tweak this a little bit. We don't have to do much. I mean, blur the soft edge a little bit. Oh no, we have to be careful. Oh. Oh, there's a split cut. There you go. Wait, no, that's messed up. Messed up with the head, isn't it? Close enough, that would pass. Send it to post. If we take off the stabilization, wait, we can just, what do we do? We turn off stabilization, turn off the trackers, right? We just disconnect them? We just disconnect them, right? Oh, because I animated the polygon this by mistake. Oh, whoops. Okay, so I could turn that off by remove. Yeah, just don't want that. We don't want animation. That's it, where it is. We do, but we don't. Okay, so then we can take off the tracker. No. Or we just leave one tracker on? No, we leave both trackers on? Oh, that's right. And then over here we do untrack or untransform or invert transform. Transform, and then we just do the inverse, right? Unsteady. What's this say? Let's address the other issue now. We're reintroducing movement to the frame. Restoring camera motion is done by reapplying the tracking data, but instead of steadying the clips as we did to stabilize them, we now unsteady. You choose workspace, reset UI to return to a dual, what? And then select the merge node. Press Shift Spacebar, type TRA, and choose Transform XF. The Transform node will be used for two final steps. First, the Transform node will be used to reapply the tracking data, and secondly, it will allow us to scale up the final composite a tiny bit to hide the imperfections around the edges. Select the transform node, press 2. Okay, so wait, let's do that. Let's transform TRA, and we're doing the XF. And center XY. We center XY. Oh, which tracker do I apply? Huh. I guess this is kind of the background, or it doesn't matter. It will just apply. I mean, I guess it does matter, but it would make sense to add this one because this is the one that's wait. This is currently inverse. Okay. So the shot where she's like this shot. So this is the back. Nope, it's coming in as the foreground. So I gotta be careful of it. Sounds like. Okay. So this is the foreground shot. And this is the background shot. And so the mask is cutting out the background. So we would want the background to be kind of the overall motion, I guess. I mean, that's, I don't know, makes sense, I think. So we would do tracker 1 unsteady as the connect to tracker 1 unsteady. Tracker 1 unsteady. And that's it. And then we can squeeze in just a little bit. Okay. Oh, a little bit more. And that still looks weird though, right there. That is totally. Oh, it's because the animation was reintroduced. I Control Z'd a few times. Let's remove that. There we go. Split cut. Put it in the books. That is not gonna win any type of award. But it's on the way. All right. All right. Well. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a great evening. Oh, there goes the camera. I'm beat. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. I will catch you tomorrow. I'm gonna take a rest and then be back stronger and better, and a stronger compositor, better at VFX. All around, just better. Every day. I hope you have a wonderful night as well. I hope you get more than an hour of sleep. And I hope you win all the awards. I'll catch you next time. Peace out, man. Peace. Have a good one.